Ciao, hola, ¿cómo estás? The GOAT debate might have just been buried right now. Lionel Messi finally gets his international trophy. Argentina take home their first Copa America since 1983, I believe it was.
Yeah, it's been 28 years.
Yeah, that's a statistic that even surprised me when I saw that. But a dejected Brazilian side as I look on here in the background. But Christian Rivas, welcome back to Inter Worldwide. Argentina are the champions of South America. How you feeling?
I feel good because, like I said in the first one, I'm an Argentine fan, and I really didn't think this squad was capable. I mean, I'm still surprised. Like, honestly, Brazil is more complete. But, hey, we got in and we defended literal, like, just straight up. You get your goal, and then you just sit there and you park the bus and soak up pressure. Exactly what happened. And I remember Mario was sitting there saying, like, this is a physical game. Like, this is excessive. I'm like, no, bro, like, this is normal. You know, like, South American football, Central American football, it's all straight fighting.
Yeah, man. It was one of those games where, like, if you could beat your man, there was space. There was space to move, whether you were on the offensive or the defensive. It was very entertaining stuff. And, like, I'm looking at the chats in my WhatsApp and my Facebook popping. Everyone's enjoying this. Everybody was enjoying this game. Who stood out for you in this game, man? Because for me personally, I think Argentina, after they got their opening goal, it really was about protecting that lead. I thought Brazil looked frightening, but their final product always looked like it was going to fall short today, bro.
Me personally, my man of the match is DePaul. You know, DePaul was like literally the only midfielder doing anything. Like it was sloppy in the middle, a lot of fouls, a lot of tactical yellow cards going on. And I mean, dude, like he credits the Neymar dude. He took a beating. That man,
he
like
took a whopping.
He got crushed by Otamendi towards the end. Like I was like,
yeah.
Like, yeah, but did you see what's his face's ankle? Like,
with all the blood in the sock and whatnot? Yeah, that was a lot. It was a lot, bro.
And it wasn't a foul. They didn't call a foul.
Lucky there was only like, 5 or 6 minutes left in regular time because that's the only reason he kept playing through that.
Yeah, no, like, dude, it was, I think it was Montiel. Yeah, I think it was Montiel that I had that, but it was a very physical game. I think Christian Romero did well on the back line. For me, Otamendi was the biggest like liability. Like he kept making a lot of mistakes.
He's just too slow to sort his feet out due to his stature and his structure, man. He just can't sort his feet out as quickly as his other defenders.
It's not really just that. It's his age at this point is hitting him. He's in his mid-30s, you know, like how far are you going to keep going? You know, like I hate to be the guy to say it, but bro, like now you got it. It's time to retire. And I know it's bad me saying that because we're the same age. We're both born in '88. You know.
Yeah. I'm just watching like the final whistle when it went, and Messi was just crying, and everyone's just run over to him, man, like it was their religious obligation to do it for their God. Honestly, bro, and he deserves it. He deserves it, man. I said it to you a couple times in this tournament. I feel like he's done it also for the coach to the extent that the coach has really played into the whole Messi is the be-all and end-all on this side. A lot of the times they just overload Messi on a certain side of the pitch and hope that they can switch it up and switch it in the other direction quick enough. But I think now that the monkey's off the shoulder of Messi winning an international trophy, I think Argentina can get much better from here on in, with or without him, because they really need to learn to break out of that identity, that Messi identity, because let's face it, he's 34.
With me, the problem, it's always been Messi to an extent. The problem wasn't just him as a player. It was the fact that the Argentine team, and my boy Will Acevedo, you know, like he'll comment on this as well, I'm sure. He always does, is the problem with the Argentine team was that it was Messi and friends. Like, cool, Messi, you can be there, but Di Maria doesn't have to be there. Kun Agüero doesn't have to be there. Otamendi doesn't have to be there. People, Gonzalo Higuain doesn't have to be there. Like, a lot of these guys that shouldn't have been there don't have to be there. You got to let the new blood take over now. Like, at this point, it should probably be Petzela and Romero starting in the center back duos. Otamendi's not needed. Like, come on, he's 33 now. Like, he's had some serious injuries in the past. It's time to pass the torch, like keep him for experience. But then again, I might just be biting my tongue because Bonucci and Chiellini, I keep saying the same thing about them needing to be replaced. Remember when we did that a couple of months ago?
Yeah,
I said they shouldn't be starting. Well, they're in the finals, so
that's it, man. That's it. At these international tournaments, man, they just straight up whoever's more gritty on their day is going to be able to grind out that result. And you saw that with Argentina today, and you'll be able to see it tomorrow. Dude, Messi, is the debate over? Can we finally bury this now?
yeah. You have no more arguments there.
There's no more arguments. He's the greatest footballer of all time.
Yeah.
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 There you go. Well done to him, bro.
Everybody, there it is.
Bless you.
Everybody kept saying that Ronaldo had it, like he won an international trophy. Well, he won Copa America. What's your next argument?
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
What's your next argument?
Auguri Lautaro, says Bruno. 100%. Big shout out to Lautaro Martinez because he was fire this whole tournament. There's a couple of times where he probably could have taken a couple of earlier finishes, but that's always been one of his vexes for Inter as well. However, I really think Christian Rivas, he looks cool as a cucumber for someone his age, taking on a jersey that heavy on international level.
That heavy and the number behind it too. There's a lot of significance behind it. Not the 22's Melito as well. He was at racing and everything. Like that was like his mentor. So I thought it was pretty dope that he wore the 22.
Awesome.
Yeah, no, dude, like Toro. So if this game wasn't really a game built for him, he couldn't get any connection from the midfield. Paredes and Lo Celso couldn't find him. Yeah. So I mean, he had it tough, but he was creating space when it was needed.
Angel Di Maria, man of the match. You agree with that?
No, I don't agree with it. Just because he scored that goal doesn't mean that he should have been it. It should have been DePaul, in my opinion.
I think he's been pretty good, Di Maria, this tournament. Off the bench, has been quite impactful.
Yeah, off the bench, but for this game, I get it. He scored, like that's important. The finish was important, but I still think DePaul, the work he did in the midfield, it was great.
You know who had an absolutely phenomenal tournament, bro, for Argentina?
Martinez?
Emi Martinez.
Yeah.
Bro, like that was probably one of the best international tournaments I've seen from a goalkeeper in a long, long time, bro.
That Colombia game.
Bro, that Colombia game was incredible. That was
I love it.
Incredible, man. Like, this is the goalkeeper, correct me if I'm wrong, this is the same Martinez that Arsenal decided wasn't good enough, and sent him to Aston Villa?
Yeah.
Fuck me, bro. Sorry for swearing on camera there, but that's just another Arsenal mistake right there, bro. Like, this keeper, for me, I watched him play this tournament, and I'm like, this guy could walk into any team in Europe as the starting goalkeeper at the moment.
Yeah.
Straight up.
But you also got to remember, just because he performed on an international level doesn't mean it's going to translate to club. Look at Guillermo Ochoa from Mexico. He had a phenomenal last World Cup. And then he went to, who was it? He went to, it wasn't Getafe, was it? Or no, it was one of the Belgium clubs. He went over there and he flopped.
Yeah, fair enough.
Just because you do good on the international stage doesn't mean that you're going to be great on the club level. It's completely different. Sergio Romero was the last goalkeeper from Argentina, and he was a bench rider at Man U, and then he went to Sampdoria and didn't do too well there. He was okay.
I remember when he was at United, Jose and everybody were bragging, we've got the best second choice goalkeeper in the world. I'm like, well, that in itself is a pretty silly statement, because how are you going to back that up by letting him sit the bench? What are you going to say? Oh, he got another clean sheet by not taking the pitch? I don't know, man. There's nine people watching this video right now, which is nice, more than I expected on a Sunday morning. So make sure you like the video. Let us know where you're from. Messi's the GOAT. He's lifting the trophy right now. I'm sure Cristiano Ronaldo has got a frown on his face in his mansion somewhere in Turin where he's watching this, but it is what it is, man. And I remember being in Milan 5 years ago, watching Chile beat this team on penalties and thinking, I've never seen this guy look this heartbroken in my life, Lionel Messi. And then Ronaldo went on to win the Euro tournament 2 weeks later. I was in Amsterdam watching it on the street. And I agree, Christian, bro. This is it. Top scorer in the tournament. Finally gets his international trophy.
So this is the debate. And me and my boy Jason were having this debate. Who do you get Ballon d'Or to?
Ooh, that's a great question now. Who do you give Ballon d'Or
There's
to?
two options for me. There's two choices, and it all depends on tomorrow.
You think it's Jorginho or Messi?
There you go.
Some people think that Jorginho has just ridden his luck throughout the year, and where it's mattered, he's come up good. But to
Doesn't
me,
matter.
I don't know how you're going to put another player besides
You
him.
can't put Conte. Conte's France flopped. They got eliminated by Switzerland in the Euros. Like
you can't pick Ronaldo. Obviously, he's out of this debate just because of the season he had. It's got to be Messi or Jorginho. I think Messi's stake in that award probably jumped up by about 40% in the last half an hour just by winning that trophy.
Well, so he wins the Copa America and
finishes second in La Liga
and won Copa del Rey.
Yeah, they won Copa del Rey, but they were eliminated in the Champions League in the quarterfinals.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not even. No, was it the round of 16 or the quarters?
One of those two. If it was round of 16, that's even worse.
Yeah.
It might have been round of 16 for Paris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
So
good question coming in here. You can answer this one. So Argentina have a shot at the next World Cup?
No.
No. Big no. Straight up no.
They still got too much. They still got too many problems in the team. Again, like I said at the beginning, just because they won Copa America doesn't mean that everything else is all fine and dandy. That defense is horrible. It was just one of those. Again, we scored off a lucky mistake by Brazil. We scored, let's defend for the rest of our lives.
It's not the most fatiguing tournament in the world. It's one of those tournaments where you'd look at it and be like, okay, fixture-wise, shortest tournament we'll ever play. Okay. I'm not calling it easy by any way, shape, or form. I'm just saying in terms of achievable, they're like their shot at this one. Compared to the other Copa where you've got Mexico, you guys, United States.
Okay. It's not necessarily the amount of games with the fatigue. It's the beating you take. Because it's very, very physical and very draining. You also got to remember you're getting a lot of hits. You're taking a pounding. Like your body's literally getting beat up. You don't see that in the FIFA World Cup. Honestly, it's rare that you really see games that physical in the World Cup because the referees step in more. And that's why you see a lot of instances where players get carded in one game, but won't get carded in another game for the same exact foul because you have different referees from different associations. Like UEFA ref during that game, there would have been at least 3 red cards.
Yeah.
At least 3 red cards if a UEFA ref that game. They ref that final, there would have been 3 red cards. But you put a combo referee there, and he's just going to let him play. He's like, nah, dude, pick it up. Let's go. Get going. And that's always been one of the things in the differences in referees. Every association plays it differently. Again, a referee from North and Central America would have probably refed it just about the same, depending what country he comes from, as that referee did. But a referee from the Asian Confederation definitely wouldn't have refereed it like that because over there they don't have as much physical play as we do. Theirs is a lot quicker and tactical than the game over here, where we're more likely to beat you up and play physical and hit you and make you earn every single ball.
Yeah, fair call there. Love this comment as well. Want to hear your thoughts on it. Copa America every year makes it less prestigious. My question to you, Christian, obviously you wouldn't agree with it being every year. When's the next Copa after this one?
So for me, what I would like to see is Copa America going the same way it is, but you want to put 1 year. I would personally like to see a combination again like the Copa America Centenario where you had the CONCACAF and the combo team competing for literally the Copa America because America is literally North America, Central America, South America. So I personally like how, the combo has a trophy every 4 years, but instead of doing a Nations League 1 year, get rid of that and just do a joint tournament again. There's always some good games in there. There's some good matchups. It's always entertaining to see Mexico, the United States, Honduras, Panama, and Costa Rica line up. Of course, I'm Salvadorian, but we regress so much. I don't think we line up against many South American oppositions except for Bolivia. And, that's about it. But it's entertaining to see the United States and Mexico take on those South American teams.
So the next CONMEBOL Copa America is scheduled for 2024, hosted by Ecuador, and they're going to go back to the format where they invite a few other nations as well as the 12 South American nations. Just confirm, Christian Rivas, the reason they didn't do that this time is probably because of the pandemic and all the travel and all the other catch-up football that's going on in the world.
Yeah, it was. Australia technically was supposed to be in this one. They were actually supposed to be in this one. And me personally, they always invite a Copa, a team from North and Central America. It's usually either United States, Mexico, or a Central American team. Before, you've seen Jamaica get called, but right now they're not where they should be. So you're more likely to see a Mexico or U.S. team get called.
Yeah, fair enough, man. Fair enough. Nice comment here, bro. You got a little hombre. You've got a paisan yourself. Marco
Hey, ¿qué
Gamera.
onda, maje? ¿Qué pedo?
I was born in El Salvador. Nice one, bro.
Yeah, I hope. Wonder what part.
Comment below, Marco. Let the Christian know exactly where you're from. I don't think I can get clipped for anything like this, but as you can see, the trophy ceremony is about to start for Argentina. First Copa America since 1983. Wow. 83 or 93?
83.
83. It's a long time.
No, wait. 28 years, 93.
93. My bad. 93.
Let me see. Where my boy at? See, tell him right there. See that, Marco? I got the 503, bro. El 503, maje.
What's that?
That's the area code for El Salvador.
Nice.
Yeah.
You guys is from San Salvador.
Oh, okay.
Salvador, sorry.
I know where he's at.
Cool.
But yeah, back to it, yo. And then tonight, Copa Oro starts Mexico versus Trinidad tomorrow. I get by El Salvador versus Guatemala. I don't know who I'm going to
explain to the people watching what the Copa Oro is. It starts tomorrow. Who's participating? What's the prestige involved?
So Copa Oro is literally the CONCACAF's version to the Copa America. It's just the Gold Cup. It's always fun for me. I enjoy it. I'm North American, Central America. That's
you get some really sorry to interrupt you, but I remember off the top of my head, you get some really small nations in this tournament. Like, I'm talking about like the Martinique, the Haiti, Suriname, like these countries still participate, right?
Haiti is, so I get it. A lot of people don't really understand or nor CONCACAF like that, but Haiti is one of like the original demigods, I guess, of CONCACAF, because back in the day they qualified for the World Cup. So in CONCACAF, you got your giant.
Go for it.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So in CONCACAF, you got your giants and your demigods. Your giants are your United States, Mexico, Costa Rica for the moment, and then Honduras for the moment as well, because there's always rotation. Then you got your demigods, which are your next tier teams, which are there but not there yet. That's where you have your El Salvadors, your Jamaicas, your Trinidads, your Haitis, and then you have everybody else. So you have your usual suspects like Nicaragua and Guatemala. Guatemala is like on the border of demigod, and they suck. But Nicaragua, they stick to baseball. That's you categorize them where Martinique, Guadalupe, Suriname, Guyana. Yeah.
Well done, bro. Well
I personally enjoy Copa Oro.
I can see why you would. Man. In terms of the history of this competition, who won the last tournament? And I'm just going to take a stab in the dark. The USA and Mexico kind of just trade blows.
Yeah. So well, so the thing is, there's the last one. I remember there was some controversy. Mexico shouldn't have even been in the final. Jamaica should have gone through instead of them. There was a lot of controversy behind that. Again, it's the same thing like in Euros right now, with the whole conversation where UEFA fixed it for England to pretty much make it all the way to the final, even though it's not England's fault. How is it that England, literally based in England, plays 6 out of 7 games at home? And when you look at it, no matter what, they were going to win their group, and no matter what, winning their group, they would have progressed all their games at Wembley. So it was one of those things like, yo, you set it up for England to get that far. Like, let's be serious.
Comment at the bottom from Mo says, where is Rivas from originally? I have it on his authority that he's from El Salvador and Guatemala. And before he goes further, I will say that in history right now, El Salvador has finished runner-up in this tournament twice. Honduras has finished runner-up. Oh, sorry, not Honduras. My bad, Christian. Guatemala has finished runner-up in this tournament once. However, twice. However, they've also got one gold crown in 1967.
Yeah.
You guys beat Mexico in the final.
Yeah.
My boy Christian's time.
Like you said, I'm Salvadoran and Guatemalan because of my parents. I was born in the United States. I'm from the Washington, D.C. area. I lived in Fairfax, Virginia, and Washington, D.C. my whole life. I bounced back and forth when my parents were split up when I was younger. Am I a Messi fan or Argentina fan? I'm an Argentina fan. Like, I don't care for Messi. Like, honestly speaking, I really don't care for Messi. Messi, like, I give him the GOAT. Like, you're the GOAT.
There's no emotional attachment there.
Yeah, no, fuck. Don't care for Messi.
Fair call.
For me, growing up, Batistuta was my man, and still to this day, that's still my man.
Beautiful, man. Batistuta, Milito, I think it is for you in that order. Yeah. Bro, any parting words before I leave you in peace to have a glorious, beautiful day with your family? And you know what? I know it's a Copa America video, but give everybody some good news. What's going to happen tomorrow?
Oh, man, I can't wait for it tomorrow. It's going to be Italy winning it. It's coming to Rome, baby. Tomorrow's going to be great for me. I get to watch Italy versus England, and then I get to see my two countries go at it, El Salvador and Guatemala.
Beautiful, bro.
But
Beautiful.
Our game is going to be the El Salvador-Mexico game. That's the one that's, like, always feisty and fire. Like, people don't understand, like, when you have a Central America team versus Mexico, it's an automatic, like hate game because it's just like one of those things.
One of those things. Well, I got a little bit more time off work, man, so I might be messaging you, and if the games are on at a convenient time, I'll tune in for sure.
Yeah, let me know, dude. I'm down to do a Copa Oro video too if we get towards the finals. Like I said, me personally, I love Copa Oro. You know, I'm again American. I hope the U.S. wins it because I know El Salvador isn't. So
yeah, true that. All right, guys, thank you to my amigo Christian Rivas. Thanks for joining us on these few videos that we did covering the Copa. I hope the very few people that tuned in enjoyed. And stay tuned into Worldwide, coming at you hard and fast soon.
Yeah, tell my boy Marco que viva la selecta, bro. We got this.
There you go. Ciao, guys.